Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Mustangs will put it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UTEP's offense will have first crack at this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the second. Nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. This offense is humming less than a minute inside the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and a quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So SMU's offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in in the back from the running back position, David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because...
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense in a bunch formation. Gets the back moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Pulls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Hunt is on its way. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Mustangs in the hurry up. Out of the shotgun on third down. On target to the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Mustangs are facing third and inches. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. The Mustangs will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks at first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Johnson looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Miners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miners! Looking for the tie with the extra point. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly or get back on the line of scrimmage.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, first and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now the pitch. Touchdown, Mustangs! Great job by the back on the option.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Miners just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Punch it out of the air. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Power football with the run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTEP.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he tacked on the extra point. touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. On the move at the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, SMU!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
One more snap coming before halftime. Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now on first down from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Wants to go up top. Slings it. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Complete. Made a defender miss. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Mustangs want to move quickly.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Johnson looking to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Johnson wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A run for the quarterback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Adkins. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miners! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Past the 45. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll run the option. Finds a little space. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Adkins. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Kennedy. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Adkins. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. That's reeled in. It's Adkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now adjusting. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Hauls it in. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go, set.
Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UTEP! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Niners! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Across the 25, he's got room. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right on the money. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. That one interception in the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponents.
call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UTEP Miners, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Bringing it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Miners offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UTEP.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. give to the back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
To the ground. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The short hands, it's Adkins. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
There he goes! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Smith wants to throw. A strike downfield. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. snagged out of the air. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Troy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This offense has it with really good field position. Smith dropping to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One final play before the end of the quarter. Johnson wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Offense in an empty set. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Adkins. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Got the first down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Kane. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Gain of 19 on the play. First down for the offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on! Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Cobb. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Over to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Smith wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Kane. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Give to the running back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep chalking out there.
UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Johnson looking to throw. He's got it.
The first down pass completed to the wide
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Miners getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got a man. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Miners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Powers through the defender.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miners.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that 1st drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll move the tight end. Smith dropping to pass. With the catch, it's Kane. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he could make the catch.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Quickly out to the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That's caught. It's Kane. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And this one is perfect. That slices the lead to 2.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Miners will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Smith wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Kane. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Wants to throw on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The give on the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They feed him again. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Kane. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Play action. Fires to the wideout. He got it! Touchdown! Bam! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Troy. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
And how about that one, Kevin? We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
With myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll run it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Miners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. pickup. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the gun. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This crowd knows when to bring it. Johnson looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy.
Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 39. A big pickup there. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. The give on the inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle. It's Adkins. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Johnson looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this run. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Lead remains at 1 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
When we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Cobb. Makes one man miss. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Grabs it in the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, I love love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Oh, what a move. Got it into the red zone, dragged down 18-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Big guy smells it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. With this one, they can vault into the lead. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they go back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UTSA has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little.
UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Got his man downfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They boot it away on fourth down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Hand off from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Blasted as he lets it go.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Fourth down, gotta have it here. It's complete on the right side. He's not gonna get there. Stop short on fourth down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Oh, look out. The ball's free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They were rolling with with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Out of the gun to give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the inside give.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. The Miners will snap it on first and 10. Gonna run it. It's Kennedy. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Touchdown, UTEP! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.